Jujutsu Kaisen is my favorite modern shonen series. With an amazing anime adaptation that brings the manga pages to life, and the manga itself being pretty good, this is my favorite series of this decade. With the anime elevating the already great source material, even as a manga reader, I get so excited for the next episodes of the now airing season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen. The trio of JJK are some of my favorite friend groups ever. It's always just a good time watching them interact. They have such great chemistry with each other. In a lot of other series, you're usually waiting for the next conflict or battle to erupt, but with these three, I could watch them just hang out and be teenagers for half an episode, which is why I love the Jujutsu scrolls at the end of the episodes, where it's just 2 minutes of the cast just messing around in casual settings. Outside of the main trio, you got great characters like Akoto Yuta. Before the movie came out, he was only mentioned in passings, but just the way people would talk about him made him very interesting. And when the movie came out, I was not disappointed. Yuta from the jump is this powerhouse of a sorcerer, yet due to a traumatic past, he cannot control his power and has to learn to accept himself and break free from the curse that binds him. Yuta could be a main character himself, and there are a lot of other characters like that in this series. And as you can probably guess from the clips, the battles in this series is what it does best. Each character fights differently, making each fight its own unique thing. Gojo fights mainly using his application, a Limitless. Nobara uses hammers and needles in order to erupt her cursed energy into her opponents, while main boy Yuji himself is a straight up boxer. Cursed energy is one of my top 3 power systems in Shonen, and I feel it's a bit unique from others because unlike other series, training your curse ability won't grant you power-ups. Instead, it's philosophically driven. Having a true, deep understanding of curse energy itself is what makes a great curse user from an average one, which also means you don't have to wait 2 or 3 arcs for characters to really start popping off. They can elevate in just one fight after an epiphany, which is amazing to me. Now for the villains. Villains can be categorized into a couple of groups. The first one being cursed spirits. Spirits made of negative energy, making them by nature unredeemable. They hate humans, so we don't have to worry about any talk no jutsu or sad past traumas because there ain't none. There's no talking and there's no understanding to be made. They're just villains, and I like how simple it is. And some of the most unforgivable villains come from this category. Then we got evil curse users, humans that use curse energy for selfish purposes. They have a bit more nuance to what they do, and a lot of these villains are fan favorites. For example, Suguru Geto, Gojo's childhood best friend, a once righteous Jujutsu sorcerer turned bad after seeing the hypocrisy of non-curse users that he was once inclined to protect. And another example being Fushiguro Toji, the sorcerer killer, and a reject of the Zenin family who made a huge impact on pretty much the whole story of JJK. And I haven't even mentioned Skuna, the most powerful and evil curse user from centuries ago, who is the main driving force of this show. Unlike in Naruto, where the demon within the main character somewhat assists him in his journey, Skuna deliberately hurts Itadori and his friends throughout the series. And when he actually appears, it turns the scene into a tense and unpredictable event where anyone, even established characters, can die. And finally, but not least, I'm gonna talk about the man himself, Satoru Gojo, the strongest sorcerer alive, and many people's bane, and not only the show, but in real life. And honestly, I don't know why people hate Gojo so much. Maybe because they ain't him, but Gojo is the coolest person in like fiction, bro. To me, his technique is broken, he's always smiling, has things under control, he's fun, and he's dedicated to his students, wanted them to surpass him one day, and really wanting to make change for Jujutsu society. The reason why students at Jujutsu High can still be teenagers and enjoy their youth is because of Gojo. Gojo knows that he can't always be around, and he knows how important it is for children to be children. And I respect that. I honestly don't get why Gojo garners so much hate. I mean, even the creator of JJK hates Gojo themselves, but I think that just speaks volumes to just how much of an impact Gojo is for the story, and I love what he does for it. But yeah, there you have it. There's my deep dive into Jujutsu Kaisen. Definitely one of my favorite things in recent years. I might do a couple more of these, of things I like. I know I've been gone for almost a whole nother year. Last year I did another video like this on the Twilight Zone, and that got a little traction, so I'm glad. I'm mainly doing these kind of video essays, or I don't know what to call them. Pretty much I'm just trying to loosen up my editing skills. Eventually I want to get back to being on camera again, doing skits or public videos. So, stay tuned, but I'll see y'all. Hopefully it doesn't take me a whole nother year, but y'all will definitely see from me again. Peace.